Hello everyone. So today's our topic is about chemical equations for class 10. So many of them doesn't know how to balance a chemical equation. So here is a video uploaded. You can check the balancing equations. So before you go to the balancing equations, you have to know the rules. What are the rules on it? So the rules are, these are the rules. First you have to count the atoms on each side of the formula. For example, let me give you a formula, a question. NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, plus H2SO4 sulfuric acid, which is going to give you Na2SO4 plus water. So in this you have to count the atoms on each side. You have to check how many atoms. This is one atom, so one sodium, one oxygen, one hydrogen, plus two hydrogens, one sulfur, four oxygens. So this is on the LHS. Now this side is called as LHS and this side is called as RHS. So here you have one sodium, here you have two sodiums. So here one oxygen plus these also oxygens. So 4 plus 1, 5 oxygens. And here you got 4 plus 1, 5 oxygens. So here the oxygens are balanced, but the sodium is not balanced. And here if you have checking for the hydrogen, here you have 2 hydrogens plus 1 hydrogen. So you are having 3 hydrogens. But when you come to the RHS side, you have only 2 hydrogens. So the equation is not balanced. So you have to write equation. The equation is unbalanced. So you have to write the full equation again. Okay, and then after writing, you have to check the coefficient of one of the substances. Each coefficient you have to check whether they are having 2 or 4 or whatever the numbers are. You have to check and count the numbers of the atoms again and repeat the steps. Deal with only one element. For example, if you are dealing with only sodium, you have to deal only with sodium, but you should not deal with the same at a time, like sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid at a time. You should not add the numbers. You have to deal only with the one element. Like for example, now here already you have 2 sodiums. So if you are keeping 1 here, then it would be only 1. So here you have to put 2. If you are keeping here 2, what will happen? Let me check. 2 sodiums, here also 2 sodiums. Equation is balanced. So first you have to write LHS, RHS and write down how many you have. You have sodium, oxygen, hydrogen and sulfur. Here also you have sodium, oxygen, hydrogen and sulfur. Before balancing, how many it is there? You have only 1 here, and here 1 oxygen, 1 and plus 2, 3 hydrogens, and 4 plus 1, 5 oxygens and 1 sulfur. Here you have 2 sodiums, 1 sulfur, 4 plus 1, 5 oxygens and 2 hydrogens. So after applying the number, then you have to keep the number here and then you have to circle the number. By circling, we may know, when we are correcting, we may know that this is the end up number after balancing. Then you have to write the equations. That means after applying 2, you have to write here 2 and circle up the number. That means we will know that this is the balanced number. Okay, so you have 2 sodiums, 2 sodiums. Equation is balanced. Now if you are adding here, this 2 number will go to the all substituents. If you are adding here, this will go only for the one atom. But if you are adding to the prefix, then this prefix will be going for the whole molecule. So this is called as molecule, this is called as atom. So down number is be called as for particular atom. This is for full molecule. Now, so 2 sodiums is done. Now you have 2 oxygens plus here you have 4 oxygens. 2 plus 4, 6 oxygens. You have here 2 hydrogens, here also 2 hydrogens. So 2 plus 2, 4 hydrogens, and sulfur is remaining with the same. Now check with the right hand side. 2 and 2 balanced. Now oxygen is 6 here, oxygen in the right hand side is 5. So this is not balanced. Now hydrogen, if you are checking, here you have 4 hydrogens, here you have 2 hydrogens. So this is also not balanced. And sulfur, you have 1 here, here also sulfur 1, which is also balanced. Now where we have to add such that oxygen and hydrogen should be balanced? Now if you are adding a number here, then you have to change the sodium, sulfur also. So here if you are adding, you have to change only for oxygen and hydrogens. So where this atom is containing the hydrogens and oxygen. So if you are balancing here, then the numbers can also be changed. So if you are adding here 1, it will be 1 2 is 2. So 2 only will be there. So if you are adding 2 here, so it will be 2 2 is 4. So you got 4 hydrogens, and you got 2. This comes for the oxygen also. So 2 oxygens plus 4 oxygens. So you have 6 oxygens. Now check with the LHS. LHS sodiums are 2 balanced. Oxygens LHS 6, RHS 6 balanced. LHS hydrogens 4, RHS hydrogens 4. This is balanced. Now you can write it is a balanced equation. So after writing balance, you have to write the total numbers after adding. Like you can write here like 2 NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus 2HO2. You can highlight this equation, or you can write in the separate one, or you can also make a balanced equations. So if you wanted to check with the numbers, you can also. So let me give the few more examples so that you can practice at home. So I'm going to give some more examples. KClO3 gives potassium chloride plus oxygen. Okay, next one, C6H12O6 glucose is going to give you carbon dioxide plus water. And the next one is sodium plus water molecule will gives you sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. So these are, you can practice at home, and let me comment that whether is it working for you or not. Thank you.